hope this symposium will contribute to solving urgent issues which the international aviation sector currently faces and lead to enhanced trilateral connectivity, Japan, the United States, and ASEAN.
As the geopolitical importance as well as the economic importance of ASEAN countries grows, it is strategically essential to strengthen connectivity in the Indo-Pacific region, including the United States.
The United States and Japan are the largest sources of foreign direct investment in each other's countries, creating high-quality jobs and fostering economic growth. We are eager to realize the ambitious economic vision articulated by President Trump and Prime Minister Ishiba at the recent U.S.-Japan leaders meeting.
Such a strong recovery has been mainly driven by ever-increasing international tourists visiting Japan. In 2024, we welcomed a record high of approximately 33 million visitors. So this year has started even better.
We have yet to establish a clear path toward realization of all of the necessary components of the Haneda liberalization. So I'll underscore once again the importance that we attach to a swift conclusion to this work to ensure that the U.S.-Japan aviation relationship remains the engine of growth, connectivity, and prosperity that it is today. It represented a paradigm shift in how we viewed international air transportation, with a focus on the significant economic benefits that flow from having a wide set of stakeholders and economic sectors that are supported by the increased international air transportation and connectivity.
Considering the expected increase in the demand, it is essential to enhance the airport capacity in the Tokyo metropolitan area. However, there's little room for expansion at the Haneda Airport. For this reason, the Japanese government is advancing a project to construct a new runway at the Narita Airport where expansion is still feasible.
We need to give people a reason to fly again, and they will. Capacity will follow, supply will follow demand. Until then, having strong networks builds a more resilient air travel structure for the entire world.
JAL Group is utilizing the Haneda Airport as a hub for domestic and the international flight, and the Narita Airport is a hub for international flight connecting between North America and Asia and other destinations.
Aviation is a critical enabler for our connectivity, our economic growth, and for raising the living standards of our people. And I would even say that aviation is a lifeline for Singapore.
And actually, the biggest challenge we faced right after the pandemic was the shortage of ground handlers. And as an immediate response, the aviation industry has been working on to improve working conditions. And so we are now working on to reform with regard to those personnel.
I mentioned it before, but it's worth mentioning again. Trade relations are important, and when there's difficulties in trade relations, that impacts our ability to grow the business. And so, addressing those trade relations and those challenges and complexities there will be important to growing our networks.
We face primarily three challenges going forward. Firstly, there's an issue of aircraft delivery. Secondly, we must address the growing challenge of a labor shortage. And finally, the fragmentation of aviation decarbonization.
Japan, for Delta, has really become a point-to-point market. The way we serve Asia is through Incheon. We do not have a Japanese partner, unlike our competitors. We partner with Korean Air. That partnership helps get folks into Asia, but it also helps people get into Japan.
International civil aviation uniquely requires collaboration and cooperation across borders.
and it extends from like runway signage, but also to all of the topics that we heard here.